There we go. All right. What we got? Okay. Check one, check two. Yep, we are definitely on. We are live. Okay, I'm going to stop. Whoa, I don't want to lose my glass of water. Hold on. It is a morning. It is a morning. It's a morning. I'm loving it. Yo. Good morning. Great morning, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the Mitch Race Podcast. MRPOGs. Good morning. IGOGs. Good morning. Great morning. FBOGs. Great morning. And YTOGs. Great morning. Welcome to the Mitch Race Podcast. I am Mitch Race. And I want to thank you all for being here and putting up with all the shenanigans sometimes that go on before this podcast. You are all incredible and you're champions for that. Honestly, if I'm in the audience and I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. Where are you? Okay. But you guys show me nothing but love and respect. And I appreciate you for that. So thanks for hanging in there. Um, Welcome to the Mitch Race Podcast. And I am Mitch Race and I help seasoned, middle aged, and younger males who are distracted, unclear, don't know their value, gain clarity and vision so they can become the best version of themselves while earning their desired high level income to match their image. I am an image strategist. What I do is essentially as an image strategist, I help people to look on their insides and their outsides. And sometimes we get stuck at our in our self-image. We get stalled in our confidence. We get stuck in our self-esteem. We get rigid in our invisibility and remaining there. So my job is to help people to sort of like look at what's going on the outside that's hindering you from that next level greatness, what's going on the inside, which is usually the key. That's a big key. And figure that out so you can move on to next level greatness. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. And welcome. So I see you. I see you. I see you, Florida. Welcome. I see you, Trinidad. Welcome. I see you, Jacksonville. Welcome. Awesome. 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 And I did say that I saw you, Covington, Georgia. And I do see you still. So here we go. We're going to talk about 5 essential ways a positive self-image transforms your life. And people often ask me, how is it that you're always so upbeat, happy, positive, alive? And the truth is, I'm not. Okay. I'm just not sometimes. But the other side of the truth is, I don't know another way to be. This is a choice of mine. I just don't know another way to be. I've learned and I've worked through much of my life on ways to be positive. Um, I've gone through many different obstacles. I've gone through challenges just like you all have gone through, heartbreaks. Some admittedly self-imposed. I'm gonna have to ID that one. Um, Disappointments, surprises. I've had setbacks. I'm properly taking responsibility for many of these things that have occurred in my life. And so I have to answer you again. I don't know another way to be. I don't really know another way to live. This is how I've chosen to live. I've chosen to live um, positively, and this is just me being super truthful, because I don't want to live another way, and it doesn't make the problems go away or mean that I'm one of those overly optimistic rose-colored glasses, chip cheery woohoo kind of like people. But choosing to have a positive disposition and using that energy to build and support a positive self-image has been wealth for me. You hear me? Wealth. Okay, I'm not talking about money, because I know some people like to use the term money. And if you do, that's okay. That's fine. Okay. But I'm choosing to use the word wealth. I like using that word wealth because once you understand and invest in some of the nutrients your self image needs to be healthy, and you join a program and a community to build that self image, you too will truly experience that transformation and that wealth. Okay. So, that being said, I want to welcome you, Mr. G. Walker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to have you here, Icon. That being said, A positive self image can transform your life by increasing resilience, fostering healthier relationships, enhancing decision making, improving overall mental and physical well being, and empowering you to take meaningful action towards your goals. And that's a really big deal. When you start taking meaningful action towards your goals, this is intention. As you are intentional in what you're doing, combine that with just meaning to do what you want to do, the meaning to do what you are called to do, meaning to do those things that you want to do, those goals that you have. When you start approaching those things with intention and meaning, listen, your life will change. I can assure you, I'm one of those people. Um, by practicing self compassion, challenging negative self talk, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and celebrating your achievements, you create a feedback loop. Okay. You're wondering what a feedback loop is. Okay. I think you already know, but a feedback loop is just one of those things that starts at a certain point, but just keeps going and going. Think of it like sometimes, have you ever been on like a Zoom call or something where you hear that echo and it just goes and then it comes back around and it keeps going and coming back around? That's the same thing that happens in your mental state or even your spiritual state, where as you create a feedback loop, and sometimes they're unhelpful feedback loops and sometimes they are very helpful feedback loops. So we're going to talk about a positive feedback loop. All right. So by practicing self-compassion, challenging negative self-talk, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and celebrating your achievements, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your self-worth and inspires you to live a more fulfilled life. So let's get going and ease on down the road, okay? Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Let's ease on down the road. Anybody remember that? I'm probably dating myself, but that's okay if I am. Listen, here are the five key ways a positive self-image transforms your life. The first essential way a positive self-image transforms your life, it boosts resilience and reduces negativity. Resilience is one of those things that you need, that your positive self image really, really needs to just to start building that muscle, because resilience itself is a muscle and confidence is also a muscle. So you really need to build that resilience that's going to be there for you when you need to get through some of the tough areas of your time and even your season. Is it just me, or has anybody else out there had a tough September? Or I mean, like a really like rough rock'em sock'em, hey, let's take them down kind of September. Or if it's just me, let me know. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, that's been me. I've had one of those. Okay. So if you've had one of those things, and if you are building that resilience muscle, you're going to get through it. And you're confident that you're going to get through it. If you're not confident you're going to get through it, it's time to build that resilience muscle and build that confidence muscle. Okay. So let's just break this down a little bit. It boosts resilience and reduces negativity. A healthy self image helps you bounce back from setbacks, okay, as you're less likely to dwell on failures and more open to learn from them. If we can kind of look at our failures as not just mistakes and things that, oh, I just wish that I hadn't done that. And, oh, I'm such a failure and I'm just never going to make it. It just seems like success is not for me. Success is for you. Failure is not for you unless you choose to live there. Okay, failure is not for you. That's a destination that's reserved for people honestly who really honestly believe that they're defeated. And if that's where you are, let's get you some help immediately, okay? Because you could be there. All right. You could be there. I could be there. I found myself there. I found myself looking into a defeated version of myself at a hotel room in Vegas. Maybe not 100% defeated, but I surely didn't know who I was when I looked in that mirror after a business conference in 2021. My mom had passed a year before. So I was going through a real tough year and just really not paying attention, very distracted for that year, by the way. And so I wasn't really paying attention, looked in the mirror and that a year later and thinking everything is just fine, and everything is not fine. And I'm like, okay, well, now what? Well, you know what? You get to choose to love to get yourself on your feet, but you have to have a plan and strategy. I didn't have a plan and a strategy at that time, but I wasn't so far gone, whereas I wasn't going to seek one. And I think that that's part of the benefit of having some training in your life and having some experience in these things. Got back to New York, got into a training program. Thank God that I got into a training program under my mentor, who's on here right now, and saw more value in me than I did probably even in myself. He was the one who reminded me this morning. By the way, I'm just going to say that um, I've come a long way. I really have come a long way, and I've got a ways to go. And I'm so grateful for that reminder. And by coming a long way, it means that, yeah, my resilience is built and still building and growing. And my confidence is being built throughout all of this, just by taking steps, listening to someone else who knows more, or maybe they might just not say that they know more, but yeah, they know better. Okay. Trusting someone, trusting a mentor, trusting a coach, trusting in the podcast, trusting in in self-development, trusting in your training, trusting in your coach, because that took me to next level greatness. It gave me an additional set of tools that I needed to be able to get to the next level in my life, and it reduced negativity. So challenging self-talk, I've learned that also, to challenge my self-talk so that I can thrive in my purpose. That's why I'm here now. And yes, I'm sharing my story with you, and I'm also sharing these tips with you. But this is real life for me. This is what happened in my life, so that I can be here to have this conversation with you. And this is a conversation. I want you to be really, really comfortable, just like I'm comfortable with you. I appreciate you being you. Do you realize that you are in my home, and I'm in your home and in your hearts too? What a that's valuable, and I'm just so grateful. I'm really, really grateful. So I just want to say that, yeah, that's an essential way to uh, that a positive self-image transforms your life. Okay, boosting your resilience as it boosted mine and changed my life, and I continue to reap the benefits from that. Challenging self-talk, you can replace negative self-criticism with rational, positive affirmations, creating a more optimistic mindset and improving your mental health overall. Number two of five essential ways to, excuse me, number two of five essential ways a positive self image transforms your life. It improves social interactions and relationships. For me, that just stands out as community. Improves social interactions and relationships, better connections. Immediately, my mind goes to community. When you feel good about yourself, you're more open, approachable, and confident, which leads to a stronger, more positive relationship with others. Healthy boundaries. A positive self image allows you to be assertive, setting boundaries, and avoiding unhealthy manipulations in your interactions. They can totally sabotage your interactions when you don't create healthy boundaries. Okay. There are a lot of people on here who know something about that. A third way a positive self image transforms your life is that it enhances decision making and goal setting. You make clearer choices. With a positive outlook, you make more confident and effective decisions as you trust your judgment and ability to handle outcomes. You begin to build trust with yourself. You begin to build a relationship with yourself that matters. You begin to build confidence. And that is a very, very big deal. You will make clearer choices with a positive outlook. Action oriented. You become action oriented. That's another way it transforms your life. You begin to take action. They're not just words, they're not just empty promises. You just don't sit on the couch and just lay on the sideline somewhere. You become action oriented when you change or when your positive, when your self image, your negative self image becomes a positive self image. When you start seeing yourself differently, you will show up differently. Simply, you become action oriented. You become more motivated to set and pursue realistic goals, knowing that taking action and achieving small wins reinforces your belief in yourself. So if you're getting value, put it in there. Let me know what's going on. I see you out there, though. Promotes better physical and mental health. Who's down for more for better physical and mental health? I know that I am. I am down for it all. Okay. I'm down for more, better, and physical mental health. And I can tell you now that my self-image has benefited greatly, greatly from from just improving my sense of well-being, both physically and mentally. So improved well-being is definitely one of the essential ways. Caring for your body through healthy habits like exercise and good hygiene is an act of self compassion that boosts your self image and overall feeling of well being. Amen. That is the way that it is. Yes, I see you. I see you. Action oriented. That's right. Love it. Love it. Love it, Strong Island. Increased openness. A positive self image can make you more open to new experiences and willing to embrace life's opportunities, contributing to a greater sense of happiness. Who out there has experienced this feeling? Who out there has experienced when your attitude is right, when your self-image is positive, are you not more open? Are you not more open to hearing things, buying things? And see, I will tell you this is a secret. This is a marketing secret. And you probably already know this, but have you noticed that sometimes when you're in a supermarket and you hear this music, right, that's really, really like kind of upbeat and positive, then what happens? Your mood changes, right? It actually affects your mood, and you're more apt to buy, to be friendlier, to uh, yeah, really to buy because that's their mission. So, but in this case, you're going to be open to more new experiences, to learn, to grow, to be your best self, to travel, to do some things that you never would have done. You're going to be in a better position and a better mood to to grow, to learn, to become the best version of yourself. You're going to feel like it because when you're negative, you don't feel like doing those things. You have just have the worst attitude in the world. Let's face it. I'm speaking truth. We just have the worst attitude in the world. When we have the worst attitude in the world, nothing really, really gets in. And as a result, what comes out? More negativity. We're not open to anything. Somebody comes up to us, no, I don't want to buy that. No, you won't even look at them. They'll come up to you holding a little clipboard or whatever. You're like, it's because of the attitude. If you have a positive attitude, you're going to know how to speak to that individual. You're going to handle it differently. I guarantee you that you'll handle some of your friends differently too, and your family members as a result of that. But it gives you an increased openness to change. Is really kind of like what I'm looking at in this case. When you have a positive self image that can transform your life, this is one big transformation that takes place. Uh, Another essential way that a positive self image will transform your life fosters growth and a positive future vision. I love that. Fosters growth and a positive future vision. To break that down, self reflection and growth. A healthy self image begins with self awareness and reflection, helping you understand yourself, embrace your flaws, and learn from mistakes leading to personal growth. a focus on potential. Instead of comparing yourself to others or fixating on perceived limitations, you can focus on your unique strengths and cultivate a positive vision for your future. And that, for me, and I know it is for many of you out there listening to this, a big deal. You get to focus on your potential. You get to focus on your future self. You get to focus on your future dreams, those goals and things that are somehow or another have been packed away, locked away. And they've been packed away, locked away so long. And so many of you out there don't even know what your purpose is. And I'm not saying that to chastise you, because that was me. That was me before I freed up. Before I got freed up in my self image, that was me. I lacked confidence. I was certainly low in my, maybe not lacked, but I was really low in my confidence. And my confidence had all disappeared at that point in time because my self esteem was shattered. Yeah, my self esteem was literally shattered. That's one of the reasons why I didn't recognize myself as confident as I thought I was. I really wasn't. I was hiding. I was hiding behind a mask. And that was all because I had not stopped. Something made me stop. But once I got it, I got it. Once I looked at myself, I got it. I started getting it real fast, And it changed my life. I made some life changing decisions over that time, from being in that hotel room in Vegas to coming back to New York to just getting out of my scarcity mindset and my lack of confidence and my lowered self esteem, getting out of my own bag, getting out of my own way so that I could move forward into the future and get some value going and recognize my purpose, start to see the direction. Because truthfully, you can't connect the dots going um, forward. You can only connect those dots when you start looking back. And at that point in time, when I started looking back, I could see much, much clearer. And I was able to go faster forward. And that is what led me to my purpose. And without that, as I always say, none of us are having this conversation. At least we're not, you and I are not having this conversation. If I don't find my purpose and I don't figure it out, if I don't take some chances, if I don't learn how to invest in myself, if I don't shake that scarcity mindset, if I don't throw my heart over the bar one more time, I'm in the exact same boat. And chances are that boat was sinking. Yeah, sinking. Okay. And so as a result, I get to choose to love to now help you all out there figure it out so that so if you are in a sinking boat, you don't have to go down, because that's really what it's about. See, I know and I understand this about my purpose. It's my purpose and my calling. And it is self image and it is different, but we all have it. We all have to build it. We all have to know what it is. We all have to learn about it, because this is not normal everyday conversation. Nobody's coming to you and talking about their self image every day, but it's something yet that we have and we have to live with every single day. And when it goes awry and we don't have the tools to fall back on, it's almost like we just sort of like brush it off, but it's still there. It's like the wind. The wind is there when people talk about, oh, there is no God. I'm just saying. But yet, yet there's the wind, isn't it? And so many people just sort of like go, oh, it's just a wind. Pay attention. I'm not wagging this finger at you. I'm doing this to make sure that I have your attention. Whether you're seeing this, whether you're hearing this, I know I got your attention. It's for you to know. It's for you to know, just like it was for me to know. And if I can help you, I will, because that's what I'm here for. We're going to take this in for a landing. I've had a really great time, and I hope that you have gotten tremendous value from all of this. And please know that I care. I want you to know that. It's never that I say anything to hurt anyone's feelings out there. It's to help you. If I have said anything to hurt you or insult you in any kind of way, I apologize for that. It's not where I'm coming from. I humbly come to you to let you know that number one, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching this podcast and inviting me in to your home and your heart like you do every week. So I'm here to help you get value in the areas of self-image, self-confidence, self-esteem, knowing your value, and invisibility. I want to see you thrive. So as a result, I have a free masterclass that is coming up Wednesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. Website is still being worked on, so you can register properly. And there will be a link available really, really soon. But I kind of want to let you know how excited I am for this masterclass. You'll get some more details. You probably have seen a few things come up on it already in the storyline. You'll continue to see that. And I'm going to continue to bring value to this class. So I don't really want to go on and on and on, but I wanted to say thank you. I'm going to read some of your comments. I'm going to bop around a little bit, and hopefully I can see some of you out there. I'm just going to read a few of these comments. I'm glad that I got your full attention out there. Strong Island, thank you so much. Value, value, value. Florida, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Dallas, Texas, embracing flaws and learning from mistakes. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is where it's at. Yes, my mood does change for the better. Yeah, mine does too. I got a lot of attitude adjustment that needs to be done sometimes. Yeah, that's great, Strong Island. Great. And Strong Island, thank you for being registered before the registration. And I'm glad you saved the date. Thank you so much, Trinidad. Yes, that's true. Trust in your mentor and coach. You better believe it. It's 100% true. I'm not backing down from that. No way. No way. Thank you for that, Florida. You have to. Rough August, which ended yesterday. Well, I had a rough September. Okay. We're not talking about August. I'm just glad you made it through. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to thank you for your. Yes, I am going to continue to remind you about the masterclass. I'm going to bop through and see if I can get something going on Facebook. Let's see what's going on. Wow, lots of love out there. DC, thank you and welcome. I appreciate you. Super value. Oklahoma Thunder fosters growth. Thank you so much, Oklahoma Thunder. You are. I just love saying that. DC says, healthy self image, appreciating all aspects of yourself that accentuate your unique character diamond. Whew. Man, that's a word for you. That is a word for you. I love it. DC again, striking, circling upside down and spiraling downward rapidly. Yeah. Your masterclass will be my free birthday gift. Uh-oh. Does that mean that you're looking for cash? I kind of get the feeling you're shaking me down for some cash or shaking us down for cash early. But that's okay if you are. We love you enough to do that. That's right. And I'm seeing more value, more, and I'm getting all of these. I got a lot of comments here. I got to spend a little bit of time on Facebook here. Yeah. Great, blessed, beautiful morning, Covington, Georgia. Thank you. Make the right choice. Absolutely. You've got heart-shaped glasses. I know they're pretty ones too. Next pair might be the rose-colored ones. I got a pair of rose-colored glasses as well. I'm going to true confessions. The Wiz. It's so funny. You should mention that. Yeah, of course you mentioned that. I had it in my I had it uh in my diatribe that I had just a little while ago. Yeah, I played that. Ease on down the road because I was sort of like I need some positive upbeatness. And I played the original, not the original version with, you know, I'm not going to mention their names, but I'm just saying the original version, the original version of that, okay, is done in 1975. I'm gonna, if you hit me up, I'll give you I'll tell you who it is. But that's the original version, the one that made the radio, which I know we don't have these days, but that's okay. I don't care if I'm dating myself. All right. I want to thank you, Nigeria, for the love. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I got love and I got a big smile. I love that. I want to thank you, North Carolina. And I got to say, this is my cousin, Joanna. She's north there, by the way. She loves the show. I appreciate that. Thank you. And that's right, Tennille. Don't live there. Don't live there. Don't live in that negative world and that planet of self talk or that universe or that negativity street. Don't live there. Trust the process, as Oklahoma Thunder says. And good morning, our brother Bruce Hampton. Keep up the amazing kingdom word. Amen. Yep, you all just are leaving amazing comments. I want to thank you again. I'm going to just pop over to YouTube for a second. Is there anything going on? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, YouTubers. Thank you for your support and helping me grow. Thank you. All right. Wow, it looks like everybody's in the house. I love it. So that being said, again, I appreciate you all for being here and spending investing your Saturdays with me. You are valuable. Um, yeah, it's been a warm one, but I see that I'm getting through that. That temperature just peaked up. I'm like, what is going on? Starting to sweat, but you know what? Sweating is healthy, so I'm okay with it. So good to see you. So grateful for you and grateful for a lot of things in my life. And as always, I'll see you next week. But have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Again, until another. I know I just stole for a second. What happened? Oh yeah, again until another. Reframe, reframe, friends. Okay, reframe, reframe your vision, reframe your value, and reframe your victory. You will reframe your victory if you do those two things. You will reframe your victory, reframe your vision, reframe your value because you're valuable, and reframe your victory. This has been the Race Podcast. I'm Mitch Race, and I'll see you next week. Okay. Thanks, everybody. It's been fun, as always. It's a great Saturday investment. I had to say that one. And that was Strong Island. And knocking it out of the park today. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dallas. Ready? That ball is gone. See you soon.